Hi, my name is Sharon Jackson. Um, this is for week 6 negotiation assignment for my COM 312 class. I have chosen to do the business scenario. I will be playing the role of Nancy. This is my husband, Adam, and he will be playing the role of Conrad. Thanks for meeting with me today. It just seems like we've had a hiccup in our business relationship regarding the antique cabinets that I came to you to restore. Previously to this time, we've never had any issues with any collaborations that we have done regarding my antique furniture that you have restored. I felt like everything always went to plan. Communication was always opened and very responsive. So this is why I'm just kind of confused about how we got here to this place. Um, when we agreed for you to restore these antique cabinets, you you agreed and let me know that they would be ready by my June 15th auction show. And we did agree on the amount of the $5,000 fee that you would charge. And again, I thought it was fair and everything was good until these last 2 weeks. I have not heard from you. I kept reaching out to make sure everything was good, see what the progress was, and I did not get any response from you. Which is, like I said, unlike, it's not like what our previous experience had been. So I was very caught off guard. And then to finally hear from you the day before my auction and for you to tell me that the cabinets were not only not ready, but they were destroyed. I feel like that is very unprofessional, and I feel like I should be compensated for the amount that I could have made with selling the cabinets at the auction. Um, I could have gotten for more than 40,000, but I feel like 40,000 is the fair amount. Is what it probably would have started at, and so I feel like the 40,000 reimbursement is not only fair but very reasonable, especially how the situation went with the non-communication, with um, you not only not doing the job, but again, you don't have the furniture to even give back to me. So,
No, I do want to apologize for the way things were and have happened. As you stated, no, that's normally not how things have worked between us in the past. We've usually had a very good relationship. You know, you bring me things, I restore them, and we both make business. It's a win-win for everybody. Um, Unfortunately, yes, this time I did have a new assistant that that was trying to help me with some things, and the piece was unfortunately destroyed. I do apologize for not informing you earlier. Because we just had such a good relationship, I was trying to figure something out, but I probably should have just let you know that it was broken when it happened, so that there was no there was an understanding that that had happened, and that you weren't expecting this thing to still be done by the agreed upon deadline. Um, as I mentioned, I mean the 40,000, I just don't have that right now. So that I can't do that right now, but you know we do have a good relationship, and I want to do hopefully make it right and make it better. So with something in the realm of trying to work off the debt, we can you bring me a couple pieces and I do them free of charge, and then whatever you sell them for is just all your profit, and we kind of work off the 40,000. I mean, I know 40 is a little. It wasn't guaranteed, so I mean, I was thinking maybe like 30, but I understand, what you were trying to, or what you were thinking, that what you were expecting from the sale. Um, so, I mean, in that regard, I'd be willing to maybe, work a little bit that way. But if you are, firm on trying to work off that 40,000. I will, we can agree to that, and we can get started with the next couple projects.
I appreciate your apology, and I understand things happen, but like I said, I feel like the biggest issue was the non-communication between us. Well, I guess from you to me, because I was communicating with you. I reached out and left multiple messages. So I feel like no, I would not be willing to go down to 30,000 because again, I didn't just pull 40,000 out of the thin air. 40,000 was based off of research and comps that um, I have based on how other things have sold. So I am not willing to budge on the 40,000. So, I mean, how do you feel about that?
I understand where you're coming from. What I would say back to that would be, can we meet somewhere in the middle, maybe 35, since you were already going to pay me 5,000?
I mean, yes, I was going to pay you 5,000 for work that you would have did on the cabinets that just didn't you just didn't do though. Again, based on our history together though, I am willing to come down to 35,000 with the understanding that you will be the only one working on my furniture. Nothing against the new assistant, but clearly this person is new and they do not know what they are doing, and I cannot afford and will not I will not put my business in my how I earn my money to take care of myself in the hands of this person. Maybe they can practice on someone else's furniture, but I would prefer, if we agree to this, that it will only be you who works on my furniture from this day forward, even past the debt that you are trying to pay off. I do have a few pieces that will be coming in soon, and I have no problem giving you the chance to work it off. But again, it has to be under my terms. And we can always sit down as we used to do and talk about a turnaround time and a reasonable amount for your fee. And we can go from there.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yes, I will make sure that I'm the only person working on these next couple pieces till we get this paid off. And as you said, after that, I still want to make sure that I'm taking care of all your work, make sure everything's done up to standard as it has been. All right?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.